Alright guys, it's Tuesday night and I didn't do any hobby last night. I was shattered when I got in from work, so I pretty much went to bed and watched TV. But I've done a little bit tonight. I have washed all of the Zandri dust and I've painted all the gold. I've even getting the gold done on this and washed all of the bone. So basically all I've got to do is highlight the bone and the reds and the golds, and then the Deathwatch are almost done. A little bit of airbrushing on the greens, on the claws, the Xenophase sword and things like that. And I need the purple back from Lucy to do the purity seals and the eyes. And there was another colour as well. Faces, I need to do the faces. And then the black. So I've got the black Minotaur Herald to do there, and the Howling Griffin one over this side as well. But I've got a little bit done, so I don't mind. And then of course I've got a little bit of snow put on these guys and dry brush the bases. I still need to dry brush the blue, just to do the highlight of the feet itself. And I dry brush them white, and I think I'd done them grey last time. So I'll dry brush them white as well, and the Marines are starting to come about. And I need to tidy my desk because we've got painting brushes here. I've got loads of Lucy Slanesh up there, and yeah. So not loads tonight, but I did get a battle report edited, and of course White Dwarf did come, so you'll have already seen the video for that by the time you see this. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any hobby done tomorrow, and I don't know how much over the weekend, but the idea is get these finished and get Drycha and the Colonel Hunters and the Griffhound's bases done. I think Lucy's been working on her Seekers tonight at home, so we shall hopefully see them at the weekend as well. Okay guys, it's Thursday night and I've done a little bit more on the Deathwatch. I've cracked out the airbrush and I've of course done the purple lights on the Corvus, and I think I've done more silver or gold, I can't remember. I've of course gotten the airbrush out on the Terminators and stuff and done all the purple lights, and of course I've done the greens on all of the power weapons. I've highlighted the red and painted the two bear heads on these guys. So I need to highlight the blue and yellow and the bone and the gold. Yeah. And I think that's it. And then they're done. Well, apart from the bases. But I'm going to do a video on how to, excuse me, on how to actually make the bases for these, because I think they were quite cool, and I've had a few people comment and I've just brought me Storm Talon. Yeah. So, I finished off the little black pieces that I needed to do on these two, which means I can start working on the silvers and everything, and hopefully do a tutorial on how to do the heat blemish on the ends of the guns and stuff. So that's them done as well. And I sprayed the bases for Lucy's Kernoth and Drycha because they need finishing up properly. And I think that's all I've done. Just a little bit of work tonight, not a lot, but I'm hoping to get these finished off this week. If I can get these guys finished and them, I'll be well and truly over them, and of course get the bases done for them. So yeah, I've been plugging away at these for well over a week now, and I'm fed up with them, and I just want them out of the way. So hopefully we'll get them finished over the weekend, whilst Lucy works on some more Slanesh. I know she's been very busy. And today I picked up a Slanesh Start Collecting box set. I picked up the Daughters of Cain ally box set thing as well, and a Primaris Chaplain to do a conversion of Mephiston. So that is everything for tonight. We will let you know what goes on over the weekend, and stay tuned. Right guys, it's Saturday night. We've done all sorts and the whole table is a mess, but we had a productive evening. So the Deathwatch are almost done. I've got all the highlights and everything done. I've literally got two guys' hairs to do. and do the lightest grey highlight. And that's it. They're done. Kernel Hunters and Drycher finally done. So I just need to stick the resin on the water part of their bases. There is a demonette with some whips, which is going over there. So that's what I've getting done. I've also getting all of the gold and everything done on the Corvus. I just need to paint the glass for the Corvus, and then that's pretty much it. I'm getting these bases sprayed for the Death Watch. I need to do some wash on them. And I've got this one ready to go for the flying stand for that Corvus. So yeah, that's where I've been up to. Nearly done. I reckon I can get these finished tomorrow. I did do a small conversion for Lucy, and I'd like to thank Mr. James Jones for sending me 2 Horror-Specs claws for the Soul Grinder. Then of course I've used a Tyrannid Crushing Claw as the opposing thumb there as well. So Lucy's very happy with that. She needs to paint those 2 bits of the claws up. But Lucy's also been a busybody. So she's just airbrushed the chariot, with a metallic purple that we used for the Kernel Hunters, and then highlighted the edges in silver. She's done the 4 riders. She's done quite a lot of detail on them. She's got to highlight all the blacks and the hair and everything as well, but she has done quite a bit on them. And she's been working on the 5 Seekers as well. But if we take a moment to not look at the mess and appreciate what supplies we've got. We've got a Primaris Chaplain, which is going to be my Mephiston conversion. We've got a Start Collecting Slaanesh for Lucy, which I'm going to be building. I think we're going to build a Hellflare and then a normal Seeker Chariot. And then of course all these guys again. Lucy picked this up at Battle Bunker, Slaves to Darkness, Harbingers of Ruin. So there's 2 chariots and 5 knights in there. And she fancied this over the Start Collecting box. So I'm going to magnetise the horses and the Gore Beast so that you can run 2 of either. And then we've got the Daughters of Cain box, which I'm going to build the Daughters of Cain and hopefully magnetise the arms so that they are essentially blood brides. And I'm going to magnetise the Cauldron of Blood in a way that Lucy can use it as a Chaos War Shrine, whilst using the Medusa as probably a herald on steed, whilst using the Avatar as a Demon Prince of Slaanesh as well. But then also reusing all these as Daughters of Cain. Yeah. So, lots on the go. Hopefully get lots done tomorrow. I'm going to do a little bit of building for the rest of the night, I think. So, it's Sunday night.
End of the week.
Have we had a productive weekend?
Right, my bank card has.
So, first of all, I got them guys finished. I can't remember whether, did I show them that last night? And I didn't do the resin like I said I was going to.
No.
And I haven't done it now, but I'm probably going to do it now before we go to bed.
Nice. Just
because it's quick and yeah. Here's the flying stand for the Corvus. These are scatter pieces of ruined terrain from Terry from Demonscapes. And they go with the bases, which I've now washed. I washed them earlier, but we've had to go out for most of the afternoon, so they haven't had anything else done on them. The Corvus is finished. I think I might have showed you that last night as well. If you haven't seen this, Lucy has very kindly sprayed all of this up and succeeded in cleaning the airbrush entirely because it got blocked.
Indeed.
Through no fault of her own.
No.
No, it was definitely my fault for not cleaning it out properly. On a positive note, though, the rest of the Death Watch are finished. Actually, they're not. I forgot to do the hair on 2 guys, mainly the beard on him. Right, okay, so maybe I'll do that now. I don't know if I showed you, but the Crab Claw on the Soul Grinder, we've got 2 Horror-Specs claws and a Carnifex Crushing Claw on the other side to turn it into a proper crab.
Yay!
And I've been building, so did we show them the boxes of stuff that we got that I was going to build?
No.
Yeah, so we went into Battle Bunker on, it was yesterday. Yesterday. And Lucy picked up the Slaves to Darkness box set with 2 chariots and 5 knights. So her 5 knights are now built, as is 1 chariot. The Gore Beast is in the box next to me. And the second chariot is also almost built onto the horses in that Gore Beast. So not loads for me, but we went to Boys today, and I picked up some black spray paint.
Yep, I got
all sorts.
But this weekend I bought the Slaves to Darkness box, another Start Collecting Slanesh box. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 paints.
Wait there. She's bought the Liquid Mascol. She's bought 3 Vallejo paints there. She's bought them 2 pearlescent ones, which she loves. Nagaroth Knight.
And then Edge highlighting purple and a new black because we ran out. And then
brushes from the range.
I got 2 sets from the range of the own. I got an Artifice one from Games Workshop and 2 Windsor and Newton brushes.
You bought 3. You bought 2 Windsor and Newton. You bought the Artificer and then 2 packs.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then the ones that were 3 for 2. So I've got a whole bag of new brushes because I needed them.
Meanwhile, she's been airbrushing. This chariot looks nice. Metallic purple and silver on the edges. You can probably see it better on the camera actually. So that's going to get stuck together very soon. She's been working on this girl. A lot of detail on there. Took your time with it.
Oh yeah, and I got this as well. It's magnifying, and you like clip your models on here. These are they're movable. You clip your models in, and there's your.
And that was in Boys as well.
£3.
Yeah.
Even if it was crap, I thought I'm still going to get it.
Give it a go. So that is pretty much it for this week. Lucy, you've got Lawmaster there still to base, and you've still got your Griffhounds to base.
See how long before they'll annoy you and you just do it.
No, not doing them. So you've been working on your Hellstriders as well?
I have, yes. See, they're a bit different. These 4
for the chariot.
Yeah, and these are the normal Seekers. So I'm still flitting around with me paint scheme, but I do like her hair, and I like her hair, which is the magenta. And that one, I think.
Yeah.
That one we tried
fluorescent.
The whip edge, but I painted it all one of the pinks.
And it didn't cover very well.
So
we just got to work out what colour to go underneath.
Yeah. But I've done a lot of edge highlighting this week, practicing.
So your aim this week, I'm guessing, is to finish the chariot and the Seekers.
Yes.
And maybe the claws on this guy.
Yes.
And then that's a fair bit done. My aim, meanwhile, is to get these guys based up, which shouldn't take me too long. And I've got Bellicor sat right here, Lucy.
Yeah, you said last week he's going to be your job for this week.
Yeah, but in fairness, I've been busy.
You have, yes.
So, without further ado, let's have a look and see what other people's been up to.
Yep.
Okay guys, here we go again with another week's worth of work that is ongoing by you guys in and around the Northeast and of course the hobby community. So thank you very much to everybody that submitted, and big thank you and shout out to all of the Patreons that have helped support the channel and have contributed towards the various things that we've picked up this week. Of course, to expand.
Yep.
So Lucy's Slanesh and Chaos, Daughters of Cain incoming.
Yes.
Which I'm guessing you'll probably also want to play as well.
Oh.
Anyway, so thank you very much for the PayPal donations and of course the supporters on Patreon. Links can be seen above and below. But let's kick this off first of all with a Carmine Dragon by Drew for Aiden. Yeah. Beautiful model. Beautiful model.
So many amazing paintings.
So Aiden is actually going to be using this as his counter Zalariel.
Really?
Yes, because he's got it on a big base and he's already shown me he's going to position a Kernoth Hunter at the bottom, but like a mage. So imagine a larger Branch Witch. and of course this is going to count as the beetle. So obviously Drew is a phenomenal painter. You've seen some of his work before. I don't think Aidan paints at all. But when you've got a mate like Drew, why would you?
Exactly.
So fantastic work by Drew, and I'm looking forward to seeing this with Aidan's winter themed Sylvaneth. And next up we've got Austin Wetherill's Interceptor Primaris Marines. I love these models, and I absolutely love the dark orangey that Austin has going on. I said that this last week that I thought there were Howling Griffin successors. He did confirm that they actually are, but I love that the orange is a little bit darker than normal, and who doesn't love Inceptors, because they're just so cool. And of course here is, it looks as though it's one of the clipped together Redemptors, another clipped together Redemptor, Lucy.
How many is that?
God knows, but
I could get one. Could I?
Could you?
Emperor's Children?
No.
Oh.
No. But Redemptors are awesome.
Yeah.
They are very, very awesome.
Better pink.
Nah, I think Austin's looks good though.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the square tones.
Crisscross.
Yes, that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but you know what I mean.
So I think Austin had 500 points painted before, so the Inceptors and the Dreadnoughts probably going to put him near 1,000. So keep up the good work, man, and hopefully we can get that force up to 2,000 points very soon. Next up, we've got Bryn Hill. Once again, Bryn posted this early for us because he was on night shift. But this is, I think he said Festus. I don't know how you pronounce it. But another Nurgle character. He looks a bit like an ogre. And you see a little goblin on his base there, Lucy. There is force feeding the potion too.
That's amazing. Is that a proper model?
Yeah, it's a proper model.
Wow.
It's not unlike the Sloppity Bile Piper.
Is that what you're going to play against next Saturday?
I don't know. Bryn, no, definitely not Nurgle. I am playing against Bryn this weekend, so you can expect an Age of Sigmar battle report, and you're going to be playing against Bryn's wife.
Yay.
Another female gamer.
So excited.
Next up we've got Chris Bannon. He started his Death Shroud Terminators. Lots and lots of Death Guard been ongoing over the last couple of weeks, and it looks absolutely brilliant. I love the kind of blue flame that he's got on the flail there. And I love the, I think it's Sterling Mud texture paint on the base, how it just instantly cracks. So I absolutely love that, Chris, well done. Next up, we've got some, I think it's part of the Batman miniature game. Watchmen.
Yep.
So we've got Silk Spectre and the Comedian, and of course Rorschach there on the side. This is by Crispian. Crispian's a big fan of Batman, and he plays over mainly at Durham Raiders, I think. So go out and check Durham Raiders out on Facebook. But yeah, great stuff there, Crispian. Next up we've got Ethan, and I'm not even going to pronounce your surname, Ethan, I'm sorry. And he started his Custodes, and I love the shading that he's got here. Incredibly dark armour instead of the bright in-your-face gold that you normally see. And the lava bases are pretty damn cool as well.
Yep.
I like the bases. So, well done, Ethan.
Copied. Maybe getting copied.
Next up, we've got Jacob from the Warp Forge. Check Jacob out on YouTube. He does a lot of Batman battle reports, but he's getting into Lord of the Rings, and he's built his warband here. I'm really sorry, but I've got no idea what force this is, as I'm not a follower of Lord of the Rings. But Lord of the Rings is becoming very popular again.
Yeah.
Games Workshop put a lot of support in for it over the last 6 to 8 months, and a lot of people are getting back into it. So I look forward to seeing you painting on them, Jacob. Next up, we've got James Smith, all the way from down at Whitby. Sunny old Whitby. Probably not today, seeing as it's snowing. But yeah, we've got James's Corn Bloodbound here. He's slowly plugging away at them. He says he only picks them up when he feels like painting them, and he's been working on a Slaughter Priest that you'll see on the next slide in a second. But James, again, I love the Sterling Mud. You just slap it on the base and leave it, and you're done. The flesh tones that you've got going on are really nice as well, and I look forward to seeing more of the Bloodbound, because I need to do mine. So I've been saying for well over a year. Next up, we have Lee Hamilton's Orc Truck We've seen the truck when Lee had just put the red on, I think a week or two ago. And he's been busy painting up the orc skin and of course the heat on the barrel and stuff there. So really nice progress on that, Lee. I'm sure very, very quickly you'll have a fully painted army to go with it. So nice stuff, keep it up. Next up we've got Luke Evans and his Mortarion. Made some progress since last week, I think it was. Still regretting fully assembling them in one go, but nevertheless you are making great progress. The dark brown tones on the moth wings there look absolutely brilliant, and I absolutely love the green that you've got going on the armour there, and I look forward to hopefully killing them one day. Next up we've got one of Iron Skull's Ard Boys, which is one of the orcs from the Shadespire set, in bright orange. This is from Megan.
I like the bright orange.
It is nice. You always wanted to paint orange, but I've only got Kindle Flame and one orange, and you've got nothing to paint orange, have you?
It's not so much orange, just I love the Kindle Flame and I want to just use it on everything.
So yeah, really, really nice work on that, Megan. I love the green skin, how it just pops out and it's nice and bright. Next up, we've got a couple of slides here from Michael. We've got his, I want to say, Destroyer team for his Ultramarines. Again, I think this is 30k as well. Michael's very big on his 30k Ultramarines. And I love that the actual normal size Marines have camo cloaks. And I don't know what it's called, khaki camo, whatever the pattern's called, where he's actually painted the different colours on the cloaks.
I like khaki.
Yeah, I like that. Next up, we've got two sets of the plasma conduits or plasma pipes. I really enjoy painting mine now. I did mine red and blue. Michael's done his like it looks as though it's like a metallic-y green. And of course all the plasma's green as well. Really, really nice and easy kit to put together and looks brilliant. We had fun when we played the Knights on with that. Really, really cool. And then we've got a, I can't remember the name, Mortis Dreadnought, basically with two twin las cannons. So again, really nice work again there, Michael. I absolutely love Michael's edge highlighting, the way he does it. Really makes things pop. Next up, we've got another Mortarion and the third Death Guard of the video. This is from Mikey from Hellstar Wargaming. So go and check them out on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch for some awesome battle reports and some top-notch banter. Banterific. So yep, great stuff there, Mikey, and I look forward to seeing him finished. Next up, I think you'll feel let down. Mikey Mowat. And I only say let down, Mikey, because you haven't finished the model. That's all. I don't know what this model is, but I absolutely love the highlight that you've got going on. You've really done the blue in between the muscles and the red or pinky highlight that you've got going on each of the muscles there. Really, really pops out. I want to say this might be a Skyfire because I know he's working on some Zine Sharkanites at the minute.
You had to go and spoil it, Mikey.
He was working on Zangors last week. Yeah, Lucy hates Zinch. So yeah, really, really nice work there, mate, and I hope that we can see this guy finished off next week. Next up, we've got Nathan Young. Nathan plays Necrons mainly, and he said last week that he hadn't painted anything for ages and wanted to get something done as a result of seeing these videos. He felt inspired to get something done. So well done, Nathan. He's built one of Lucy's new favourite models.
You can't tell what that.
It's a Yavara.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there is a mission coming up on Patreon, which will be the third mission of the narrative campaign, which will feature Lucy using a Yavara.
I did not pick the list, I will say.
No, she did not. Next up, we've got Paul Spuddy Shaw and his Death Guard that you saw last week. He's now finished them up. Looking absolutely awesome, mate. You must have so many of them done now. I think you've painted about 15 of them this year, in addition to other things as well. I love how you've actually getting the mud and the dirt on the bases to go right up the side of the feet as well. So great attention to detail there. He's also working on a House Escher Necromunda gang.
Ooh.
And look what colour they are, Lucy. The House Escher models are really cool. We don't play Necromunda, We don't have time, and I think if I convinced Lucy to play a 4th game, she'd probably have a meltdown.
Probably.
So really, really cool models otherwise though. So good work, man. I look forward to seeing them painted up next week. And he's also been working on Ultramarine Sakharin, one of the tanks. Absolutely awesome. They came down in points in chapter approved, and they're absolutely fantastic tanks. Very tempted to get one for the Blood Angels.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
Because they're awesome. Next up, we've got Peter Seamus from Darlington. Darlington Dogs of War. They've recently, actually, Lucy, just moved into the new room.
Have they?
Yep. So permanent table set up, and it's actually a bit warmer. So Peter's, I think he used the Retributor armor spray here, the gold spray for the Liberators that you buy when the Stormcast come out. And look at the bases that he's got. He pre-bought they're the Sector Mechanicus ones, so obviously 40k.
Oh, right.
But Lucy almost picked up some of the Shattered Dominion bases, didn't you?
I did. For me,
Slanesh. So nice stuff there, and if you want to see what they look like, there we go, painted up.
Lovely.
So I don't know what he's used to wash them with. It looks like maybe he's null oil and then highlighted them back up. Looks very much like Minotaurs. So Peter, if it is Minotaurs, please let us know. But they do look very, very cool indeed. And there was a few comments about the flying stands. Well done on getting them stuck to the flying stands, because I hated doing mine. Which is why I've done 1 set out of 3 on their bases. Next up, we've got Phil Sanderson from Durham Raiders once again. So please go and check out Durham Raiders on Facebook, and Darlington Dogs of War, of course. Phil's been working on some Americans for Ball Action.
Yep, old-time game, isn't it?
It is historical gaming. Not my cup of tea.
No.
But Phil's done an awesome job of these. The miniatures are actually smaller than 40k. And Phil's done a really, really nice job on them. I love how realistic they look compared to 40k stuff.
They do. Like
so, well done, Phil. Next up, we've got Richard Hudspeth's Ragnarok Grot. I don't know the exact names. Yeah, spiders. So 2 giant spiders. I think there's a shaman in the middle there. And then there's a lot of other spiders.
No offence to whoever it is, but I've got...
She hates spiders. Yeah, I played against Richard at one of the Battle Bunker tournaments. Richard's a top class bloke. He had his corn at the time, but since then he has adapted and used this army. So Richard, definitely need to get a game in against this army. It will be me though. You won't have to take on Lucy. Don't worry about that. She's not going to destroy you like she destroys me.
Wow.
Next up, we've got Rick Lewis. Rick is one of the Patreons and has early access to all the battle reports that we put up. And Rick has been working on his Castellan robots. He sent us these pictures over by email. He wasn't too sure about the bases, Lucy. He's used the Martian Earth textured paint, but he didn't know whether or not to keep the slate grey. I think it works.
Yeah.
Because it just breaks up the Martian Earth a little bit. He said he did spray it by accident, but then he's dry brushed it back up, and I think it looks brilliant. I love slate. I love slate on my bases. It's brilliant. It's on my Tau. It's on my Beast Claws. I've got bits and pieces on the Eldar as well, and I think slate is just fantastic. And I absolutely love your edge highlighting here. It's so neat and tidy, but really makes the edges of the model pop.
Let me know how you do it.
So neatly. Yeah, really well done, Rick. They look absolutely brilliant. Next up, we have Sam Goodwin. Sam's a commission painter, so if you're interested in getting some work done, check him out on my friends list and drop him a message. In the wake of Rogel Dawn being announced by Forge World and the model being showcased, do you know who Rogel Dawn is?
No.
He's the Primarch of the Imperial Fists.
Oh.
So he's the Guilliman of the Imperial Fists.
Gulliman.
Gilliman.
Yeah. Are you going to zoom in on that?
That is zoomed in. It's phenomenal. I mean, look at the wings, the world, the moon underneath of it. Sam, I have no idea how on earth you have done this, but wow. Like this... This is so good. I don't even dream of this. It's that good. And just to show you as well, the rest of the model is damn good. The really kind of brown, dirty feel in all the cracks and crevices, but then it looks as though he's used bone to highlight the yellow rather than a bright yellow. So it's a very realistic yellow as opposed to a bright yellow. Absolutely fantastic work, Sam, and you're absolutely smashing the models out every single week. So yeah, if anybody is interested in a commission, get in touch with Sam. Next up, we've got Scott Longworth. Scott's been working on more of his Shadespire terrain. Now, Lucy doesn't play Shadespire, but that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really good.
I like it, and I love how he's gone for a kind of mossy, orangey, kind of old, forgotten shades on the rocks there. I'm not sure what that is in the base. It might just be PVA glue,
I like that
bubbled up or something. I don't know what that is. Let us know what that is, Scott, because I'm really interested to know what that is. But that's really cool. And moving on, we've got 3 more pieces of terrain. I love the shard that he's got there, the piece of shade glass that we've seen last week or the week before. Absolutely brilliant. And Scott does print these. They are for sale. He 3D prints them. So if you're interested in getting a set, again, check them out on my friends list and get in touch with them. Next up, we've got Shane Sanderson. Shane is an awesome guy. He's the moderator for a lot of the pages across Facebook. We've seen some of his Thousand Suns last week, but once again, he's knocking it out of the park with some phenomenal painting. And again, I love how he's gone for the metallic red 30k feel of the Thousand Suns.
Nice change.
As opposed to the teal.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant work. The sorcerer there. And the purple actually as well. He's gone for the purple on like the Aztec.
And you can never go wrong with purple.
No, you can't. So there we go. There's another couple. Absolutely fantastic work. And I hope I get to play against them one day, Shane, and you don't get rid of them before I get to play them. Next up, we have Bling Bling. Lucy loved this when I showed her this earlier, Will. This is by Will Galloway. He is going for red-skinned orcs that you may have seen last week. And he's gone for probably the brightest Gorkanaut, or is it a Morkanaut? That you've probably seen. I absolutely love this, mate, because you're not afraid to just put it out there and go for something that's totally outrageous.
Which I think makes the painting even better.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, you've got amazing painters, but what's the point of copying what like every other one?
It's like I'm not saying I was the first to do it, but my Harlequins with their bases, a lot of people post in the Harlequin group of their models on top of Dyson and cards and stuff. And when I show pictures of mine as well, a lot of people say, yeah, that's actually where I drew my inspiration from. And it feels really, really good to inspire people like that.
I'm still waiting for the first look. I've put glitter on thanks to Lucy.
Yep, hopefully we'll see that soon. But yeah, actually, if anyone has put glitter on the models, let us know. Send us an email. I would love to see it. Well,
I would.
Lucy would. And finally, we've got some work in progress here from Stephen Dunn. Stephen, again, is one of the Patreons and a big supporter of the channel. I think I mentioned last week that I'd played a game against him. That'll be on Patreon probably by the end of the week. So please go and check that out. But I love the turquoise that he's done on the Seraphon. This is his first venture into Age of Sigmar. So when he's got a little bit more, I think we'll probably get him around to play 2 or 3 smaller point games.
Yeah.
Get him into it and hopefully get like another player. I love this, and I love how he's been inspired by my fish tank plants
Yeah.
to go on the base, of course. And there we go. There's the full squad of Saurus Guard. Again, with just the bits and pieces of leaves on there as well. He's waiting for more base and products to turn up. But I really, really like the turquoise colour that he's gone for on the Saurus Warriors and stuff.
Lovely.
So that is it That's everything this week. Everyone's submissions have been absolutely fantastic. I hope that we inspire you to get more work done. And if you do want to have something featured on the video, send us an email to the link that is shown on screen now. Alternatively, if you are a member of the Dark Artisan group, then wait for a Sunday afternoon, wait for my post, and let us know what you would like to feature and what you've been working on. But once again, guys, thank you very much for all of your support. We really do appreciate it, and we couldn't do this without you. So until next time, thank you very much.